But the Mobile World Congress this year, we're showing the solution of mobile solutions, the portfolio, and how it can take our high-performance networking DNA and apply it to the mobile world, which is moving to broadband, which is both a challenge and an opportunity for service providers. Well, the portfolio contains everything from backhaul to the application layer, identity and policy layer. But to use one specific example, there is a backhaul solution that we're offering as a solution to the carrier's problem with backhaul. There's a challenge both in terms of capacity and in terms of the performance of their business. So the solution allows them to meet the user's demand with the move to broadband, but to do so in a profitable way. Okay. Right. So first of all, the solution that we've got for backhaul is access independent. So regardless of whether you're 2G, 3G, 4G, what type of air interface you have, we're independent of that. We want to make sure that we're both backward compatible and future-proof. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we do have the portfolio starts from the cell site. So sitting next to a base station, you can have a Juniper Networks BX7000 to aggregate traffic from the base station, again using any type of interface from the base station, put that into a cost-effective carrier Ethernet uplink, which is an existing area of strength for Juniper Networks, transport that back to the RNC site where you can do the reverse translation, and essentially that's how you do both ends of the equation, the revenue side, making sure that you can meet the user's capacity requirements, and the revenue side, making sure you do it in a cost-effective way. Yeah, well, that's one thing that's very exciting. I think like the rest of the world in Latin America, there are pockets where Metro Ethernet and Carrier Ethernet is already being deployed, but it is an emerging technology in terms of real deployments. I think one of the benefits for Latin America is that for those areas that haven't yet built out large Carrier Ethernet infrastructures, there's lots of lessons to be learned from elsewhere in the world. So Juniper Networks has been in this space since early 2007 with our MX series, which is now a rich portfolio with many different systems in the family to allow you to build out these carrier Ethernet networks that are truly carrier class. Again, coming back to this point of meeting the capacity requirements in mobile broadband networks, but doing so cost effectively. Yeah, so security is something that Juniper has a lot of experience in from the NetScreen acquisition. We've got a tremendously deep portfolio of solution offerings with a strong mobile focus, and fundamentally the biggest issue here is that you're moving to mobile broadband, right? So when you have in the future billions of users that all have at least megabits worth of access, the potential threat from those users and the importance to make sure their service is secure is critical. And so for both the user service and the infrastructure, Juniper has a wide portfolio of solutions to make sure that our customers can be proactive about security and not address it post-catastrophe. It is a huge transition from essentially a dial-up mode, a dial-up world, to mobile broadband, and I think we should keep in mind that in approximately 2011 is the time when the number of mobile broadband subscribers are going to exceed the number of fixed broadband subscribers. So again, I think I'd rather stick to the fundamental point that with high bandwidth users is the potential for many security issues, and we encourage our customers to be proactive about that, which is why we're proactive with the solution portfolio in the security area. Okay. No, I think that's a great question. I think there are lots of lessons that the mobile broadband world can learn from the fixed broadband world. Juniper has been in this market for close to 10 years in terms of fixed broadband. So there's lots of DNA, lots of high performance networking experience that we have in that world. And essentially what we see is Juniper Networks and the mobile world coming together because of mobile's lack of experience with broadband for the length of time that the fixed world has had this experience. So there are lots of lessons to be learned, and Juniper is already working with our mobile customers and making sure that they can benefit from those lessons learned. Yeah, convergence is definitely an exciting area, and it's a challenging area because convergence can take many forms. But essentially, in order for a mobile operator to offer a rich set of services to subscribers, so to be very specific, you've got a huge ecosystem of applications that now exist that in many cases require broadband access. You want to make sure that a service provider can offer independent access to those applications from both a mobile perspective and a fixed perspective. So being able to do that in a cost-efficient way is essentially what convergence is all about. So again, Juniper coming from a many decade-long experience with the fixed broadband world, we are helping many of our customers plan how to attack the converged future.